Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? We are just over 3 weeks from the NFL draft. I'm fired up for it. Tell you this every year. Admittedly, I am a draft junkie. I will sit there and watch all 3 days of the NFL draft. A gigantic part of the draft that I love is the understanding that and the appreciation of what roster spots 50, 51, 52, 53 mean. And that's never been more illustrative than, like, look at what happened to the New Orleans Saints this year. I mean, you had a revolving door on your offensive line. I mean, everybody on that line this year got hurt, except for Trevor Penning, oddly enough, who's an anchor at right tackle. But think about all the flux you had at that position. So, yeah, man, like when you're battling for roster spot 53 and you're the rotational offensive lineman, that's probably going to be on special teams. But if someone goes down, you got to be versatile enough to play guard or center because you're a valuable roster spot. That's why a guy like Will Clapp is so important. But you find these types of guys in the draft. We focus so much on what you're going to do with the first round, but your depth in the draft is what matters so much. Well, Pro Football Focus used their metrics after all of the players from 2024, the 24 draft class, played out their rookie seasons. And now, advance of the 2025 draft, they've gone and graded based on wins above replacement for all these players in their rookie season a year ago to try to determine the ranking. So it's all the different things like snap counts, cumulative wins above percentage to grade out the rookie draft classes. So, for example, the best draft class from this past year was the LA Rams. They had a PFF WAR wins above replacement of 0.68. You had Jared Verse, Braden Fisk, Cam Kitchens, who had great coverage. Omar Spates had a 77.6 PFF run defense grade. All these guys became starters. Jordan Whittington, Bo Limmer played over 1,000 snaps in a contributing role. So the Rams had the best draft class according to PFF. The Commanders, naturally led by Jaden Daniels, number 2. The Giants, number 3. Followed by the Raiders, Eagles, Chargers. You can keep going. Still not at the Saints yet. Niners, Broncos. And truth is, y'all, you got to scroll a long way before you get to New Orleans. I'm not going to bury the lead here. According to the PFF wins above replacement grade, the New Orleans Saints draft class from 2024 graded 25th in the NFL. Now, Kool-Aid McKinstry was a highlight, as they note, of one of the worst NFL defenses. He was top 10 among qualified rookie cornerbacks in PFF coverage grades. That's good. Taliese Fuanga also established himself as a solid left tackle at a 65.7 overall grade. But they note the collective value of the rookies was really tanked by Spencer Rattler. Rattler having to play as much as he did, and he had a 49.4 passing grade and a turnover-worthy play rate of 4.9%. Pretty bad. So I look at it and I go, okay, do we really trust that the New Orleans Saints front office is going to nail this? You got 9 draft picks. Do we believe there's actually going to be a representative hit rate that they're going to turn these guys into contributors? It's easy to look at your first-round pick, Taliese Fuanga, who became a starter. Awesome. Kool-Aid McKinstry, of course, whenever you traded Marshawn Lattimore and Paulson Adebo got hurt, became a starter. Good. After that, look at the rest of the draft, y'all. You didn't have a 3 or a 4. Spencer Rattler was your 5. Bub Means was a 5, not on the team. Jalen Ford was a 5. He had 3 fifth-round picks. Christian Boyd was a 6, signed to the practice squad. And then Josiah Ezereem was your 7. Outside of your top 2 guys, Fuaga and McKinstry, which is where you want to make sure you hit. You didn't get a lot. And we focus so much on the 2017 draft class, and with good reason. It's the greatest draft class in Saints history and one of the greatest draft classes of all time. Lattimore, Pro Bowler. Ramczyk, All-Pro. Marcus Williams, Alvin Kamara in round 3, Anzalone in round 3, Hendrickson in round 3, Al-Qadim Muhammad, who's still hanging around the league. You had every dude on that roster make the team become contributors. And after that in 2017, I know my point of view became, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. When the Saints in 2018 traded up to get Marcus Davenport, I was like, you know what? If they've gone through their evaluations, they're bullish on a guy, they want to give up an asset to go get him because they think he's going to be awesome, they've earned the benefit of the doubt. Hey, look, I crushed them in 2017 for trading up to get Alvin Kamara. Remember, you had Mark Ingram, and in that offseason, you signed Adrian Peterson. Then they go into the draft, and they trade up for a running back. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Well, ultimately, they cut Adrian Peterson, or traded Adrian Peterson, and Kamara became the all-time touchdown leader in franchise history. But look at what's happened since. Like, you can only live off that dead carcass for so long. 2018, Marcus Davenport, Traquan Smith, Rick Leonard, Natrell Jamerson, Cameron Moore, Boston Scott, and then Will Clapp. The two best picks were your last two picks, and neither are on the team. Well, Will Clapp's back, but anyway. 2019, you didn't have a first-round pick. You drafted Eric McCoy. You hit. You drafted C.J. Garner-Johnson. You traded him. Saquon Hampton, Alizé Mack, and Caden Ellis. You couldn't re-sign Caden Ellis. 7th-round pick you hit on. You couldn't keep him. Go to 2020. Cesar Ruiz, Zach Bond. We know the story there. Adam Troutman never materialized. Tommy Stevens, what a joke. You go into 2021. Peyton Turner, another whiff on a first-rounder. Pete Werner's been a good player when he's been healthy. Same with Paulson Adebo, but he's gone now. Ian Book was here for a year, then he's gone. Landon Young's been a versatile offensive lineman for you, and then Kawan Baker. 22 was Olave, Penning, Alante Taylor, DeMarco Jackson, and Jordan Jackson. That draft class has largely been mired in injury, and Trevor Penning being kind of a bust, but maybe trying to salvage himself a little bit. 23 was Brzee, which feels like a hit. Foskey, which is a miss. Kendre Miller, a miss. Nick Saldivero, you trade up to the first pick of day 3. He hasn't been a contributor for you. Jake Haener, Jordan Howden, A.T. Perry no longer on the team. And then we just went through 2024. The point is, they made 41 selections. They've drafted 41 players. They've drafted 41 players since that 2017 draft class. Who would you count a hit? Maybe 10 guys of the 41 since 2017? Fuanga, McKinstry, Brzee. Olave, I guess we count as a hit. Pete Werner. Eric McCoy. I mean, it's slim pickings. Like, the sample size of misses has now overwhelmed that spectacular 2017 draft class, which makes us all think that's the outlier. That's the exception, not the rule. And they don't deserve the benefit of the doubt. So my giant question for this year's draft class is, how much of that was Sean Payton, Dennis Allen, who are no longer here? How much was Mickey Loomis, Jeff Ireland, who are still here? How much influence will Kellen Moore have? And I don't know the answer to that. So this is one of those years where you're going to go into the draft process, realizing there's one very different variable. There's no more Peyton, Dennis Allen, no more ties that bind of that era in that draft room. It's Mickey and Jeff Ireland, but then it's Kellen Moore. So if you see a different strategical approach, that's a pretty good indicator that Kellen Moore's got a pretty heavy hand in that room. And if not, it's more of the same. And do we really trust him to get it right? It's fascinating when you go to a year like this, because when you're a roster that has so many needs, it's hard to go wrong. It's like fishing with dynamite. Like, just throw it in the water. I mean, something's going to come up that you need. I mean, you're going to go draft positions that you need. But are they going to be guys that consistently contribute for you? Try to get those answers here in about 3 weeks. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.